If you're considering buying an August Doorbell Cam Pro 2, this is what you need to know before you make your decision. So the first thing you notice about this doorbell camera is its shape. It's not the tall, thin shape of most doorbell cameras. This one is square, 3 inches by 1 inch deep, 7 centimeters by 2.5 centimeters, and that has some consequence on where you put it because it's too wide to fit on most door frames. You're going to end up mounting this on the front of your house, and if you don't have wiring there, you're going to have to move the wiring, so consider that. Doorbell wiring is low voltage and it's relatively easy to move. The installation itself is quite easy and straightforward. There's a guide in the August app. You simply choose the type of material you're mounting it onto, and it takes you step by step with pictures through how you should do it. So what's the video quality like? I've been using it for the last couple of weeks and I found the quality to be pretty good. It's sharp and it gives you nice color images. The resolution is a non-standard resolution. It's 960 by 1280. That means it's taller than it is wide. One of the advantages of this means that it fills up your cell phone screen without you having to turn your phone on the side. The field of view is 120 degrees. It doesn't have a big fisheye effect on it, so you don't get very much distortion, and that's good. One of the disadvantages of not having the fisheye is that you don't see quite as wide. This is not meant to replace a front of home security camera, but if you do like to have a wide view of what's going on in front of your house, this might be a little bit too narrow for you. But with the 120 degree field of view, I found this gave a perfectly adequate view of everything that was happening on my doorstep and on the path leading up to my house, so I can't really fault that. One of the things that I'd like to see on this is a manual brightness and exposure control. At least on my house, there's quite a large overhang, which makes the doorstep quite dark. And sometimes as people got to my doorstep, especially if the sky was bright behind them, the camera didn't do a great job of automatically adjusting and their faces were quite dark. The camera doesn't have night vision, so that means that at nighttime you don't get that grayscale image of everything that's going on in front of your house. It uses the regular camera, so the disadvantage is less visibility at night, but the advantage is that you do get a full color image at nighttime. It relies on the available light, so whether that be a moon, whether that be path lighting, whether that be floodlights in front of your house. And augments that with what August calls a floodlight. It's the little logo in the middle of the button here that lights up. It is not a substitution for a real floodlight. No one's going to be scared away by this light coming on. But it does give enough light to light up someone's face when they're standing at your front door. But if you have existing floodlights or a porch light, you might want to keep them switched on to help give a lot of light for the camera. The camera uses infrared to sense what's going on, not video motion detection. So say something like a tree moving isn't going to set this off. In the couple of weeks I used it, the only 2 things that set it off were people coming to my front door and large garbage trucks driving down my street. Regular cars driving by didn't set this off, so it did a pretty good job of not sending me false alarms all the time. And when the camera does send you alerts, it goes to August's cloud service. Now, you need to know that the cloud service doesn't have a free option. You have to pay for the cloud storage of your video, and that costs $5 a month or $50 a year. So if you're going to have this on the front of your house for, say, the next 4 years, that's an extra $200 that this doorbell is going to be costing you. So factor that into your buying decisions when you're considering other cameras out there. August has a feature they call Hindsight. Basically, the camera's constantly buffering a few seconds of video so that when something triggers it, it doesn't just send you the video from that moment, but you get to see a few seconds before. And that's sometimes useful to try to figure out what was going on or what triggered the camera. Compatibility, the system will work with Amazon Alexa. If you have an Echo Show, that's the Echo with the screen, you can ask Alexa to put the video from this on the Echo Show. But there's no compatibility with Google and there's no compatibility with Apple's HomeKit either. It does work with August's existing smart lock. If someone comes to the door through the same app, you can unlock the smart lock and let them in the house if you want to do that. Also, if you have a Nest camera or Nest thermostats, then again, through the same app, you can watch video from inside your house and switch on or off the thermostat as people come and go. And so that's the August Doorbell Cam Pro 2. It looks good, it has good quality video, and we didn't get a lot of false alerts. On the downside, it doesn't have compatibility with a wide number of smart home devices. You are going to have to pay a subscription for cloud storage of the video, and there isn't infrared night vision. We gave it 3.5 out of 5.